Alrighty, folks, 5 minutes on the clock. Getting on down. A nice first kickoff is Vaka Flocka and Kerchu throwing it over to blue side. Cogtray goes and catches it into the corner, bringing it down and around as Flawless goes and contests him as well. Heads throwing it down over, trying to get it to blue side. No, orange side. Apologies. Heads throws it down over to orange side here as Flawless in the corner gets ready to pop this ball over to blue side. Tossing it down and around. Heads goes with the catch. Bring it over. We do have it back over to orange side. A nice demo on Heads, however, as we see Ever's dog with the Oon show. Bringing it down around Vaka Flocka, catching it, tossing it over, and almost making a goal, but there it goes! Getting that nice security. Vaka Flocka getting a score. Nice little ricochet. Bounce off. The ball was slow. Ever's dog tapped it over, and Vaka Flocka with the side punch into the goal. There's the Oon show. All right, Heads and Kerchu throwing it down and around over into the orange side. Ever's dog popping it on over with a nice little aerial off the backboard, but alas, Cogtray tosses it off out of the side, bringing it down and around. Cogtray throws it down. Heads trying to get that goal, but Kerchu just barely saving it, and it pumps back on in here. Vaka Flocka is trying to do his best, and he backs up into the ball and then gets bumped off by Ever's dog finally. As they go, Heads still has the ball to get a nice little aerial, but alas, he passes it on down to Cogtray, attempting to make a nice little, hey, I'm after the ball, look at me, but Cogtray goes and taps it instead. Nice little play. Kerchu tops it on over. Heads with the back up, putting the car in reverse, ball catch. And here we go, off the ball, off the wall, backboard. Here we see Vaka Flocka throwing it back into the corner of the orange here, throwing it on down. Vaka Flocka and Heads are on the ball here, bringing it down. Vaka goes back to the defense. Cogtray pops the ball on up over to the side here, bouncing it on out, tapping it over a player. Flawless just barely taps the ball to stop it from moving at all. Flawless brings it on down, throwing it left and right. Kerchu goes with the ball. Heads catching it back into the corner. Flawless tapping it in and out, throwing it down, and there we see Cogtray going with a nice little resistance, keeping it on orange side. Ever's dog goes and catches the ball, bringing it to the ceiling, but Heads throws it down and brings it into the goal. Very nice. 2-0 with 3 minutes left on the clock. A goal per minute. That's the Griz way. That's what I like seeing. A nice little splish and a splash to bring it down in and around. Very nice. Very nice. All right, here we go. Off to the kickoff. Vaka Flocka and Flawless bringing it down and around. Cogtray getting demoed, however, by Ever's dog, as we see a nice little shot on down there. Flawless bringing it out and around. Kerchu in the corner. Flawless almost making a goal, but alas, Vaka Flocka with the save. Vaka's tossing it up and down and around. Vaka Flocka throwing it around. Ever's dog with the ball, with Flawless in the corner. Flawless taps it on over, flipping it over. Vaka Flocka as Cogtray with the ball here, and Heads going off the wall, and Cogtray with the support from Heads off the ball. Wall there. Here we see a nice little tap from Heads off the ricochet backboard on the side, and Cogtray bringing it in to the side. Very nice. That's what I like to see, folks. That's what I like to see. All right, go off to the kickoff. Cogtray and Ever's dog into the side here. Ever's dog with the ball on the orange side. Vaka Flocka tapping it on over from the center court. Here we see passing it on over. Flawless brings it over to the center field. Cogtray tossing it off the backboard here. Getting a good lineup for Vaka, and a demo on Flawless from Heads, getting him with the Oon show. Kerchu popping it on down with Heads here, trying to get that goal, but Heads is making that sweet defense and taking it on out of there. Ever's dog bringing it off the side wall here, bringing it in center court, but Heads tossing it on over orange side. Flawless goes and pops it on up off the backboard here. Heads tapping it over. Ever's dog throwing it down and around over back to blue side. Ever's dog is with the follow-up dribble on the blue side, but alas, Vaka Flocka with the nice little pop him off the ball play. Vaka Flocka taps it on over from the goal as Ever's dog tried to make a goal. Vaka Flocka brings it back over to orange side. Here we see Flawless bringing it back and around. Heads tossing it on over to Cogtray near the goal, and Heads going in, but alas, Ever's dog with the nice save. Very nice for MSJ. Vaka Flocka tossing it on down here with Flawless in the corner. Flawless bringing it in strong. Kerchu almost making a nice little aerial dribble, but alas, just barely not making that goal as they curved and cornered it around the top of the goal there. Very nice. Cogtray throwing it down and around with Heads in the corner here of orange side. Vaka Flocka passes it on over into the corner. Flawless knocks it on out. Heads keeps the ball on the orange side, however. And here we see popping it on down. Vaka Flocka goes and catches the ball here, bringing it down and around, throwing it from the corner, popping it out. And there's the Kerchu bringing it down around. Here we see Cogtray bringing it over to orange side where Flawless goes and catches it. And Vaka Flocka with a nice little contesting play. Heads tosses it on over with the assist from Vaka Flocka, but alas, it was saved by Ever's dog. And here we see Flawless bringing it down and around. Flawless in the corner of orange, trying to get it out of the corner, but Cogtray is bringing it down and around, bringing in that heat. And here we see Vaka Flocka catching it on blue side as Flawless dribbled it back over to blue side. But alas, Cogtray in the corner here with Heads, throwing it on out. Vaka Flocka is on the side. I actually missed the demo there, but we do see another Uncho on the field. 10 seconds left on the clock. It is 3-0 for Griz. Kerchu throwing it down and around, bringing it over onto the backboard of blue side. Heads goes, throws it up and down, and he's going to throw it onto the ground. Kerchu catches it, throws it into the goal, and Cogtray with the save for the win and a wrap-up for the University of Montana, taking that W hard for the night. 3-0, University of Montana takes the win. Very nice, very nice. That's what I call a GG, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice indeed. So, that is what we have for today. Thank you all for joining us and hopping on in. Little shout outs to the Game Room as they're proud partners of the Griz Esports. You can find out more information at www.edu/gameroom.com there. Now we do have this week's results on the screen for you guys, so you guys check out how we all did there for all of our different teams. Join us tomorrow where we do have Fortnite and League of Legends playing. Starting at 6 o'clock, we have Fortnite till 7 o'clock where League starts their match for the night. Hope to see you all there, and thanks for joining us as well. And lastly, look forward to our Can the Cats event starting on November 6th, this Friday. We'll give a little shout out to everyone as we do have multiple different events, and we'll be posting those throughout the weeks. So without further ado, this has been your host, Disco Potato, signing off.